Okay. All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Up2SumTv517 podcast.
What up?
Today, everybody may not know the guest that I have here with me today, but a lot of you do. Okay. Today, we're sitting down with someone who has a story that is a direct blueprint of knowledge, growth, adaptability, and knowing when to pivot and get in tune with self. On a personal level, this man is someone who played a huge part in my own creative path. With photography and videography, he was actually the first person to ever take me to a real music studio and show me what that environment was like.
What up?
As well as the first person I ever left Michigan with for the first time, which expanded my horizons in understanding the world is bigger than what you walk out your front door to.
What up?
If you know him personally, you know he's always moved with purpose and opened doors for others around him, always shining light, introducing new ways of thinking, and leading with one of the most positive outlooks on life I have ever seen.
What up?
Born and raised between the grit and the hustle of Chicago and the heart of Lansing, Michigan, his journey has been nothing close to traditional. He spent years channeling his story, his environment, his mindset into music, putting real passion into the rap game and building a voice from the ground up through substance and his artistic ability and storytelling. Okay. He took everything he learned from the streets, prison, and real life, the discipline, the creativity, the focus, and channeled it into a completely new arena in technology and software development.
That is I.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I now give to you. You may know him as DA. You may know him as the great David.
Yes.
Up2SumTv517 now brings you the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, David Akins.
What up?
How you feeling today, bro?
I'm cool. Peaceful.
How you feel about that intro, though?
That motherfucker was glorious.
Glorious. Okay. I almost started skipping. I almost started glitching for a
I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's a mouthful, you know? Okay, so first part is the upbringing and the roots, focusing on the identity and the environment and personal development across both cities. Okay, so the dual city identity, growing up with both Lansing and Chicago roots, how did those two different environments shape your mindset and your work ethic differently?
To be honest, I moved out of Chicago when I was like 12, so I really learned all my shit from Michigan. I consider myself a Michigan nigga for real. You know, I live in Chicago. I love Chicago. I'm from Chicago, but I'm a Michigan nigga. So
okay,
Michigan gave me my hands. Michigan gave me my intellect. Michigan gave me how I walk, how I move. You know, that Chicago shit is still in me, but you know, I'm really a Michigan nigga for real.
What's one of the core memories of or lessons that you learned in Chicago that stays with you every day to this day?
You don't want to be too open, but you also don't want to be too closed off. Okay. You know?
Break that down for him a little bit more.
Like I told you once before, this life shit is complex. It's pretty simple, bro. You don't want to overgive, but you also don't want to be a super selfish motherfucker, because you know who the fuck want to be selfish, but who the fuck want to walk around being a pushover, overgiver? You don't want to be known like that. So
duality.
Exactly.
Right.
It's a certain type of boundary you gotta have. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, so growing up, who were some of the key mentors or people in your life in either city that seen the potential in you that you've seen in yourself?
My cousin Keontae, rest in peace. He passed away a while ago. My cousin Red, he's still down there in Chicago. My nigga Pooh down here in Lansing, God Body Pooh, big influence on me. My nigga Ricky, Slick Rick, you know, moved with him, big influence on me, you know. Shit, there's many more, but those are the ones that come right off the head, you know, especially Pooh. Pooh led me to the biggest body of water I ever seen, you know, so I'm just still drinking.
Okay. I like how you put that. For real.
Absolutely.
All right, so core values. Looking back at your younger self coming up in these neighborhoods, what's a value you held back that you still protect to this day?
A value that I held back?
Yeah.
What you mean? A value that I held back?
A value that you held back then. My bad. Held back then. Okay. Held back then that you still hold to this day.
A value that you got to rephrase that for me.
I know. This is what happened in the last interview.
You got to rephrase that.
Okay, so like, what's one core principle in life that you've always operated from, especially when you were young, that you still carry to this day? That better? I know it's still overdoing it.
No, that's perfect. You know me. That's perfect. Integrity. I feel like
that's a good one.
Treat motherfuckers how you want to be treated. I've always been the type of person to treat people how I want to be treated. You'll never catch me going around talking bad on that nigga or speaking ill on any bitch. That shit weak as fuck, gay as hell. I don't do that. If you're doing it, there's something wrong with you, even for clicks. But nah, integrity is what it is for me. You know,
No,
all that other shit, you know, it come last. Integrity, if you got that, you know, you would be a righteous man when nobody's looking.
facts. So section 2, all right, the rap era, the spark, exploring the music, you know, the origins, where it all started. What was the exact moment or song that made you fall in love with hip hop and say, I actually want to pick up a mic and write my own tracks?
Well, I got a two-part answer to that. To be honest, I'm an old soul. So I grew up, my pops and them, they used to always play that old school shit like Tupac and all that shit. Tupac is what actually got me into music, like make me want to listen to music. When I listened to his lyrics, that shit used to pump me up. I wanted to do something. But what actually made me want to pick up a mic is when my nigga Slick Rick dropped that L Rack. He went in the studio, he dropped that shit. I heard it, I seen it. I'm like, damn.
You was in it.
I was supposed to be.
You was in the video.
Yeah. I was in the video. I'm
though.
thinking, but I ain't thinking about
Right,
L
on the
Rack
song.
though.
Right.
I ain't thinking about L
That
Rack.
was a banger though.
Well, yeah. What was the name of the motherfucking song? What the fuck was the name?
It
of
was
the
a
song?
Slick song.
Yeah. I think it's called "Kiss Me" or "Lick Me" or some shit
Miss
like
me,
that.
kiss me. Yeah.
Yep, that shit.
Yep.
That's the song right there that made me want to go up there and do something with my nigga Ricky for sure.
Okay. Shout out to Slick. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Slick, man.
Shout
Okay,
out
so-
to Ruler, man.
So we're gonna pivot. When you were actively writing and recording, what were the main themes or stories you felt compelled to put in your music?
Cap. That's why I stopped rapping. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's cap, but I wasn't doing none of that shit no more. You know, I'm
Over dramatic behavior.
Yeah, I'm rapping about shit that I used to do.
Yeah.
I'm not even on that. I don't want to be looked at like that no more. So, I mean but that was what I was putting in my rap. You know, shit that I used to do. You know, the life that I used to live.
I appreciate that honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trying to make it sound cool, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit weak as fuck.
So
I mean, but get your money, you know.
and I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I've been trying to push DA to make some music, even if it ain't like the old shit. I've been trying to get him back in his bag. You feel me? It seemed like he's truly done with music. So
because the shit that I got cooking up inside my head, a motherfucker ain't trying to hear that shit. I don't put myself in their shoes. I know how I used to be.
Right.
I ain't want to hear that shit. So I ain't even about to waste my time. You know, a motherfucker gonna learn on their own.
For real. So what was the turning point where you realized music was no longer the route and aligning with what you wanted with your life and how you wanted your future to go?
Man, I used to sit, bride. We going from state to state. They'll put that new DA shit on. Cringe, bro. That shit cringing to listen to. That shit ain't even me no more. Like, that shit is so far from who I am nowadays. That shit be cringing to listen to. You know? On my mama. That's all I gotta say about that. I don't want to do that type of shit no more. Because that shit is just cringing to listen to. Jumping around in music video with guns and shit. That shit is cringe, bro.
It's not where it's at. We grown now and shit.
Absolutely.
And it takes a lot. It takes a lot for somebody to get to that point, especially when you know someone is talented in what they do. And that's bro basically saying like I could have kept going if I wanted to, but me knowing the person that I am, that just ain't me no more. You know, and that's respectable. That's commendable in a world full of people where everybody's trying to be like somebody else or something they see on TV.
Yeah, man. Be yourself. You might rub shoulders with a plug or something.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna pivot off that, right? The tech route, discovering code. How were you first introduced to coding, and what was the initial aha moment when you realized that this was something you could master?
Well, to be honest, we all got introduced to coding back in the MySpace days. You know, when you used to change your background, put music on your shit. We used to do that on MySpace. You a lightweight coder, my guy, my gal, or whatever the fuck. But what really got me into it was my cousin Carlos. My cousin Carlos, he'd have all these different video games and shit set up on this shit, but he had the internals all tweaked out. It's like reverse engineering a video game. He had shit in the video game that wasn't supposed to be there. You can do shit in the video game that wasn't supposed to be there. So that would really spark my mind to that type
Easter
of shit.
egg type of shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was so interested. Like, how the fuck you do that, bro?
That's real though. And MySpace about to come back, so shout out to MySpace for real. That's what they talking about. You feel me?
Okay.
Let us get a MySpace brand deal right quick. Tom,
Yes.
where you at? Ain't that his name, Tom? Or that's
Yep.
the dude that own Facebook?
No, that's Tom. That's Tom. Buddy ass name Tom for sure.
I think Jack Black own it now. They said Jack Black
Nigga from
bought.
School Rock.
Yeah, bro.
Oh shit, we definitely need a deal. What up?
He might have sold it.
What
That
up?
was last time I heard anything about it. So this one is creative parallel. Okay. Many artists find that writing code isn't too different from writing lyrics. Both require logic, structure, and creating something from scratch. Did you notice any similarities between making music and building software?
Absolutely. It's the same shit. When people making songs, they take the experience from their direct life and they put it in a song, twist it up, turn into some shit that'll make you vibe. With coding, you can take your direct experience from life. You can take direct experience from your relationships. You can take direct experience from with your kids, any of that, and apply it directly to coding. Now, granted, I'm not going to be able to sit here and tell you how. You have to get into it and work your own way into it. But if you was to get into it, you would definitely understand what I'm talking about.
Okay. So how has learning code changed the way you approach everyday problems, business, decision making outside of the screen?
Damn, that's a good question, my nigga.
I know, bro. I
That's
got
a
I got
great-
some heaters.
that's a
By
great-
the way, that was a very good answer to the last one.
I appreciate it. That's a great question. That's a great question.
It's all organic here.
Yeah, but damn, what was the question? That was a good ass question.
These
bro.
are my first time reading the questions too.
Okay,
So you know
cool.
what I'm saying?
That was a good ass question. What was it again? Ask it again for me, please.
Okay, so how has learning to code changed the way you approach everyday problems, business, and decision makings outside of the screen?
You know what? I've never applied it to life until now. See, now you just sparked something in my own brain. Now, I mean, well, it's kind of
Probably have just not knowing.
yeah,
like,
it's
you know.
kind of common sense, but you definitely need to triple check all the important decisions you make in your life. But I'm gonna start doing that now because when I'm cold now, I always triple check. I'm trying to because I don't want cause any little syntax will fuck you up. But I can definitely apply that to life. Can't say that I have, but you know, it's always room for growth.
It's a fact. It's a fact. I feel like in any niche or any business, you know, any art form, like it's similarities. You know, like it's just, I guess, how deep you are into your craft to be able to see them. You know, you got like low tier, middle tier, top tier. Once you get to like a middle tier, you have more knowledge than the average person,
I'm definitely low tier right
and
now.
then you can see shit that the average person not gonna see. You know what I'm saying? When you looking for it, you know.
Facts. What a great question.
Okay. No, hold on. I'm gonna skip the question. This one is about current projects and passion. What area of tech or specific project are you most excited about right now, and what kind of problems do you want to solve using your skills?
To be honest, right now, I'm in the middle of trying to do some sprite animation. I'm trying to master sprite animations. You know, I'm really into like creating my own little sprite animations. Y'all probably don't know what that is, but some people do. If y'all can look it up, you can kind of get the gist of what I'm trying to do.
Put it right here.
Yeah. We're gonna put it right here. We gonna see if we can put a little
animation.
yeah,
itself?
we're gonna see if we can put a little screenshot of my little Mugen project I've been working on. We're gonna see if we can put that right there. You know,
Okay,
that bitch got 900 characters, whatnot, what have you. But that's you know, I ain't gonna bore them with that type of
We're
shit.
gonna show y'all some next level Neo and the Matrix type shit.
Yeah. You know,
Now is the best time in the world to build some sort of AI skill or start a business or start earning online, because right now they're saying that AI is going to create its own species that will be too big to control. Like obviously,
Damn.
iRobot, we already know, we've already predicted and seen that kind of shit. But creating its own species is a little bit more different than robots just taking over the world.
yeah, that sounds kind of scary.
Once it's just like a person. It's like once a person gets to a certain point where they feel like they know everything and they took all your knowledge, they feel like they don't need you no more.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
You know, and a robot, it ain't gonna operate off of feelings. The average person gonna operate off of a moral principle. You know what I'm saying? The robot not having no soul, it's just gonna go.
Right, straight
It's
logic.
gonna go.
That makes sense. But y'all don't worry about that. It's people in the dark with all type of back doors. You know,
Bro, gonna save us from that shit. You gonna save us from that because I'm scared.
hey, don't need trip. The big DA coming. The great Davidici is coming.
Basically, y'all, be a producer, not a consumer. It's okay to have consumer traits, but don't dwell inside of the consumer mindset because that's what they want you to do. They want you to be locked in, distracted.
Yeah, it's a lot of ways to get money, man.
Yes,
So a
sir.
lot, you can go to your local hood gas station and ask there, yo, where y'all get y'all ice from? How much y'all pay for y'all ice per month? However much they say they pay a month, man, you tell their ass, I got you for half of that.
Mm.
Now I don't know where the fuck you gonna get your ice from, but how easy is it to make some fucking ice, man? No, niggas better figure it out, man.
So building a legacy, right? Now that you're on this software and technology path, what does success look like for you in the next 3 to 5 years?
Success looks like is mastering my craft, my coding craft. Well, I'm actually, I ain't gonna say mastering. I would say mastering one part of my coding craft because coding is big. So I ain't just going. I'm working on one part of that. Well, at first, the code and shit, it just started out as a hobby on my own. I like to put shit on the screen myself and watch how it worked. But now I'm looking more into like I'm getting pretty friendly with it. So I'm looking to go into like some freelance work, maybe some cybersecurity, maybe some indie games. Who knows? I got a whole bunch of different ideas that I can go, a whole bunch of different routes.
This one is advice to creatives. What would you tell someone from Lansing or Chicago or anywhere in the world who feels stuck in one box or creative lane and is scared to make a drastic pivot into a different one?
Fuck them. Stop being weak. Fuck them. Stop being weak. If you gonna stand there and let motherfuckers' opinion hold you back, your weak ass deserve to be there. I mean, it's just very simple. You know?
Fair enough. So when people look at David's entire journey from where you started through the music to where you are now in tech, what's the main message you want your story to leave behind?
Oh shit. Well, I would say that it's always room for growth. Cause I know people, a lot of people that know me from back in the day and shit, they come around me now, they be like, man, you different as hell. But some of them be like, man, you different as hell for the better. Like, damn, you grown up a lot. So that's what I want them to remember. Like, shit, nigga, growth. I ain't the same nigga.
I'm really happy that DA came and made some time to come sit down with me. We've been trying to get this out for a couple months, but
What
we've
I,
been waiting for the timeline to align.
what I,
So I'm gonna give DA the flow and give him a moment to tell y'all a little bit of wise words, maybe some shout outs and shit, just some news you can use.
shit. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to every motherfucking body. Uh, Wise words that I got, shit, is be yourself. Too many motherfuckers run around this bitch being the same, acting the same, off peer pressure. That shit is weak, gay, whack as hell. Be yourself. You know? My nigga BDL said, fame, popularity, and expertise is not synonymous. So y'all take that and digest that how y'all will.
Say that one more time, bro.
Fame and expertise is not synonymous.
So just because you somebody, that don't mean that give you the right to speak on shit.
Exactly. Just because you a popular fucking YouTuber or you popular in the hood, don't mean you got the right to speak on certain shit that you ain't never been a part of. Motherfuckers be getting carried away, boy. My mama. It's okay. It's okay.
True. Be yourself, man. Anything else for the folks at home you want to give them? Some news they can use, a little bit of wise words, some motivation for the future coders or the future rappers of the world, or anybody out there trying to make something better of themselves and change their circumstances for their family.
Man, I feel like everybody should get a motherfucking PC at the crib. Everybody should have a PC in their house, especially with this new AI shit going on. Get you a PC, man. Learn you a skill on that computer because this shit definitely coming through and it definitely can make you a lot of money. Get you a PC. Learn you a little code or something. Build you an app or something. Try something new.
Go
God
get
damn
you
it.
a CDL.
Yeah, get you a CDL. God damn it. Yeah. We doing all type of shit this way.
For real. They say that 28 streams of income to break the dent when it comes to being financially free.
Damn.
28.
God damn.
So we got some work to do.
Yeah, I got a long way to go too, y'all. God damn, 28.
That's what they said.
Damn. You can't be listening to their ass though. Their ass be lying.
I seen a Walmart commercial the other day where it was like an emoji and then they put the Donald Trump hairpiece on there and he was going in there changing the prices on everything.
Damn. Yeah, they sure doing that, motherfucker. Bag of chips $1 now. I used to get 4 bags of chips for $1. No more.
What do you feel like the biggest thing that life has taught you at the age you at now?
Discernment. Life has taught me a great bit of discernment. We talked about this earlier. Like, you don't want to be too much, but you don't want to be, you know, you
Not
don't,
enough.
yeah, you don't want to be not enough. You got to be very meticulous with how you move through life, man. Cause this shit complex as hell.
Gotta dose it out.
This
Dose it
shit
out.
complex than a bitch.
With that being said, this is the Up to Some TV 517 podcast.
But
I got my baby, the great David, in the building
the great
today.
Davidici,
We ain't in the building today, but we outside.
I'm going back to the crib. I'll be back in Lansing soon.
And maybe 6 months from now, we'll do like a follow up episode or something. You feel me?
That'll work.
See what kind of coding gems and jewels he has for us.
Oh yeah,
at
check
point.
me out in 30 days if you want to see some shit. I'm coming new shit every month. I'm getting better and better. My mama.
Tell them where to find you on social media, bro, if you would like. It's by choice.
I mean, I'm not really a big, social media guru, but shit, I mean, you can find me on Instagram, bro, David369. I don't really, that's about it.
All right, y'all. It's a wrap.
Holla.